The assembly arose and brought Jesus before Pilate. They accused Jesus of being against them, preventing people from paying taxes to the emperor. They said that Jesus said he himself was the Messiah, the King. They yelled, "He stirs up the people by teaching throughout Judea, from Galilee all the way to this place." The religious leaders stood by and accused him. Pilate called the people and their leaders together, saying, "You brought me this man, someone you say was against the nation and corrupting its people. I have examined him and have not found him guilty of anything, so I will beat him and release him." But they shouted out together, "Away with him! Crucify him! Crucify him!" They kept demanding and shouting that he should be crucified, and their voices prevailed. Pilate gave in. As they led Jesus away, they seized a man from the country. The soldiers put Jesus' cross on him and made him carry it behind Jesus. A great number of people followed, crying out. But Jesus turned to them and said, "Don't weep for me. Weep for yourselves and for your children." When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified Jesus with two criminals, one on his right and one on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing." Those who watched gambled for Jesus' clothes, and soon he was naked. Others stood by watching. The leaders and the soldiers mocked him, saying, "He saved others. If he's the chosen one, why doesn't he save himself?" They tacked a sign over his head that said, "King of the Jews." It was almost noon when darkness came over the land until early afternoon. As the sun's light failed, the curtain in the temple, the curtain that separated the Holy of Holies from the outer courts and the streets, was torn in two. Then Jesus cried out, "Father, take my spirit!" And screaming, he breathed his last. When the soldier saw this, he cried out to God, "My God, this man was innocent." All who had known Jesus, including the women who followed him from Galilee, stood afar off, staring and doing nothing.